Hello, everyone. This is Linda Drummond with Network in Action. And today I have the privilege of speaking with Nicole Chamblin. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
I am well, Linda. Hi, it's awesome to be with you today.
Awesome. All right. Nicole, let's begin by telling everyone what is your company name and what do you do?
Right. The company is Visions PS LLC. I am an organizational consultant, leadership, and executive coach. And some have said I basically help adults behave better at work. But I really I help focus on creating the kind of culture that supports companies, organizations, and their employees being both productive and engaged. So they like to come to work. They whistle when they work, and it's aligned with leadership without the leader being in the mix of everything.
Awesome. All right. Now, how did you get into this kind of profession?
I followed my clients. When I launched my business just over 20 years ago, it was really on a focus of helping my clients to have an experience at work that inspired them, allowed them to feel productive and engaged, but that when they shut down at the end of the day, they could show up and be more present and active for their families. And honestly, that came from my experiences when I worked in corporate and I had 13, 14-hour days and showed up exhausted for my family. And that was just something that I wanted to be able to address. As my client needs have grown more and more, I've done a lot more work on just not the productivity, how we get the work done, what we do, the results, but the culture that supports that. Burning out is not fun. I've been there. I know a lot of my clients have been there. And so when you are focused just on getting the results, then you're going to have exhaustion and burnout. And so as my clients have had needs to move towards not just how we accomplish our goals, but how do we create an environment where people are connected, they feel respected, they feel aligned with the mission and vision, they feel passionate about the work, and they show up in their whole selves. That has led to the organizational consulting that I've done, and I love it. It allows me to bring into play my background in psychology, my background in communication, and just also my real world experiences of having had to navigate stress and in burnout and drama through a number of different setbacks and what that looks like for a leader who's looking to really build that high achieving organization without burning themselves out as well.
Awesome. Now, tell me, you've been doing this for over 20 years. You're bound to have a success story. So, would you share a success story with us?
Yeah, this actually is a perfect capsule. I'm thinking of this one particular client who was put in an uncomfortable position of being surrounded by leadership, but not having the title to match, and really helping her to understand how to lead from wherever she was in the room in her fullness of voice and create a team that was productive and engaged without her having to be in the mix of the bottleneck. And so, fast forward, we've been working together a number of years, and now it's a different environment. The team loves being there. She has supervisors and leaders that report to her who are aligned in the work. They know what they're doing. She can delegate without feeling like she's got to micromanage or follow up on every little detail. And it's an environment that people want to come to. She has folks that want to come on her team, and she has longevity in her staff. So their turnover rate has dropped. Their retention, it's not just about retention. It's like people are smiling, they're happy, they're engaged, there's camaraderie. And she's aligned to the point that now she's working on more strategic level things. She's not stuck in the day to day. And so she's a perfect example of the kind of client I love working with, someone who is the fixer. Stuck in the bottleneck of decisions, whether they are a founder or a leader in the organization, but they can't get out of the day to day weeds and really wants to be that strategic executive thinking down the road how you build an organization that allows everyone to be successful. So I think about her because of just the joy in her face now when we speak. She's not exhausted anymore. She's aligned. She's excited about being the work, and she loves her team and what they're doing together.
Fabulous. Well, now that'll lead me, and I know you mentioned a little bit of this while ago. What is a good referral for you? Who do you want to work with?
A really good referral for me is that leader who is working with an organization or a group that's gone through growth, their scaling, their systems and processes might not have caught up with them, but more than anything else, that leader is still mired in the day to day, meaning nothing moves forward unless they're involved. And so helping them to transition into being more of an executive, more of a strategic guide, if you will, than the fixer for their team or the organization is ideal for me. So if you hear someone that's complaining about, I can't get out of the decisions, or I'm still stuck in the weeds, or nothing moves if I'm not involved, or feeling like their culture has been affected by rapid growth, like, oh, we've grown, but we don't feel like the same team anymore. Those are signals that that might be an ideal fit for me. Someone who's looking for the ability to keep that team cohesive, keep them moving forward and focused on the goal without them being stuck in the middle of every decision, and helping them to really focus on the culture of the organization, the culture of the team. So, not just what we do, but how we do it.
Love it. Love it. Now then, when you are not helping everybody else find their peace and be comfortable with themselves and their jobs and their work, what do you like to do for fun?
Uh, I always have my nose stuck in a book, and it's not always a business book. So my guilty pleasure is I love to read fiction, a little bit of fighting. In the past, I used to be in martial arts, so I always love watching anything martial arts related. I'm a mom, so my kids, my grandkids, yes, I have grandkids. I love hanging out and spending time with them, cooking, family time. And as I'm getting ready to be an empty nester, my kids heading off to college next year, I've just been finding joy again in things like my Pilates classes and salsa dancing and hanging out with my friends. It's really about building those relationships and having quality time.
I love that. That does sound like fun.
And
All
I've
right.
been known to make a mean rum punch. So
Ooh, there you go. Perfect. So tell me, Nicole, if someone wants to reach out to you because they know they need help or they know someone that they think you can help, how can people contact you?
they can either head on over to NicoleChamblin.com, and that will put them right in my inbox, or they can just email me directly, Nicole@visionsps.com.
All right. Well, Nicole, it has been such a pleasure speaking with you. I wish you the best of luck and welcome to Network in Action.
Thank you, Linda. This has been a joy. I'm looking forward to collaborating and getting to know everyone better.
Awesome. That sounds great. You have a fantastic day.
Same to you.
Thank you.